I'll take the fall, the stage, across the nation.
Hello, welcome back to Canvas Chaos. Today is a very special episode. This is the actual first official episode on the new Canvas Chaos channel. Today we're going to be discussing Money in the Bank 2018 predictions. This is
Hollywood Eric 86 from Hollywood Eric 86 on my YouTube channel, and I have a Facebook page that you can like and watch my other old previous videos, because I'm going to start getting back into that. And this is my homeboy Kryptic
from Kryptic TV on YouTube as well. All the links to those channels will be down in the description below and on the channel. Now, moving forward, what's the first match that's up?
Well, from the looks of things, from what I can see, the freaking first match that they're using, they're putting on the pre-show, which I find kind of insulting. It's for the SmackDown Tag Belts. It's the club taking on the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Tag Belts.
Okay, well, yes and no. You got to think that neither team has been seen on SmackDown recently very much. So
I think they put the Raw ones on there. I mean,
yes,
why can't they do that on it? That's not fair.
But I also, at the same time, they haven't given much airtime, so it's probably one of the least important matches on the card.
I wouldn't
even
think
though
so.
It's a championship match, since it hasn't got much airtime. But
I wouldn't think so anyway, considering that one of the members of the club actually has a pinfall victory over one of them.
Since it's on the pre-show and it's got so little airtime.
Well, this match actually is this actually be one I'd actually watch. The championship match, and since the club actually has a victory over the Bludgeon Brothers in a singles competition, it'd be one I'd actually watch.
Personal pick. I would personally like to see
the Good Brothers, as they call them, but they call them the club.
Okay.
I still call them the club.
Yeah, I'd like to see the club win, personal pick. I don't like the Bludgeon Brothers, but we'll get into that.
Why?
I just don't. I feel that they're forced.
No, they're not. Their repackaged gimmick works.
Nah, that's real forced to me.
I don't care who wins. I love both guys.
But professional pick, Bludgeon Brothers, because they have made this so unimportant that I feel like if the title's going to change, they got more airtime. So professionally, I think that the Bludgeon Brothers are going to overtake. What's your pick?
I don't care. I like both. I'm a fan of the Bludgeon Brothers and of the club. My like for the club goes way back to Bullet Club,
so
as everybody knows.
Pick is the club.
But I also like the Bludgeon Brothers because they go back to the Wyatt family, and I was a big supporter of them.
Professional pick is what?
Like I said, I'm a different person. I really don't care who wins. I like both.
If you had to guess, though, this is us predicting what WWE was going to do.
I know I knew when you come into this it'd be kind of hard, because I'm the type of guy that if I like more than one, I don't really choose. I just like to sit back and watch. Yeah. But if I had to,
who do you guess Vince McMahon's going to keep the strap on? Put the strap on.
I would say if he wants to keep them destructive, because there's no really good destructive tag teams on SmackDown, it'd be the Bludgeon Brothers. But if they want to become the first team to win both the Raw and SmackDown tag belts, because another group that you like can't do it, it'd be the club / Good Brothers.
Okay. All right. Now, what's the next match?
It is the.
This is the actual show, because that was the pre-show.
Yeah, this is the actual one. It would be the Money in the Bank match for the women, it looks like. Now, don't predict this on it being in the actual order that it is. I'm using a phone here to try to get it so
we don't forget no matches.
We don't forget any matches. It'll be Ember Moon, Charlotte, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, and Natalya, Lana, Naomi, and Sasha Banks for the women's Money in the Bank match. The winner challenging either champion for Raw or SmackDown.
Personal pick, professional pick, you first.
Well, I'm leaning towards. I'm hoping the SmackDown Women's Championship match is before this, because that match will base my pick. If the person that wins the SmackDown Women's Championship, which I'm just going to give you the hint that's going to give it away, Charlotte wins.
Okay.
The right person, if they pick the person that I think is going to win the SmackDown Women's Championship, Charlotte wins.
So
we could get the rematch from
Charlotte, your personal and professional pick?
It'd be like a professional one. Nothing against Charlotte, because your dad's the man. Always will be. If I had to pick one that's never won, I would have to. I'm actually the wild card underdog one. I'm picking is Ember Moon.
Okay.
Because she's a former NXT champion, and she is really good. And I honestly think that Ember would be a good choice for who I think is going to win the Raw Women's Championship.
Okay.
No disrespect towards
Professional-
Sasha or Bailey or anybody else in the group. I just think Ember would give more of a fight to the choice for the Raw Women's Championship that I got later on in the card.
All right. Personal pick. You explained your reason. You're gonna have to explain.
For Charlotte, I'm not saying that.
Personally. I think I'm forgetting somebody. Personally, I would like.
If you want me to reiterate, I can tell you who they are, and I can tell you the people. It is Ember Moon, Charlotte, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Natalya, Lana, Naomi, and Sasha.
Okay, I thought so. So I didn't forget nobody. Personally, I would like to see either Natty or Lana.
Yeah, I did say Bailey. I apologize for mentioning that. It was Natalya. Yeah, nothing against those two. I honestly think that if, like I said, the rightful Raw Women's Champions, I want to see Ember Moon face her.
The reason I say personally for Natalya is WWE has a bad habit of when certain female superstars get beyond a certain age,
Yep, and I
they're
think that's
phased out. So that's the reason for not Natty.
I think that's stupid. I'll agree with you on
she's
that.
put in enough work that she deserves to have.
I've never hated Natalya. I really haven't.
I think she's earned the right to have something put on her resume.
Her dad just wasn't one of my favorite members of the Hart family. Mine was Brett, but that doesn't mean anything.
I want to get to the more difficult one. Lana. What has Lana done? Does everybody anything back from? A
She
lot.
does got 2 victories.
A lot. Let me explain to you why I mean a lot.
Rusev Day.
Yeah. No.
Sorry, I have become a follower, and Aiden English is truly the Shakespeare of song.
Okay, we're talking about women here, so
He's married to a Guerrero, so that counts.
For Lana, it's a very big thing because a lot of people look at her and just see a pretty face.
She can actually fight.
Let me tell you the difference between her and another superstar who's no longer part of WWE, and that's Eva Marie. For the longest time, you could put them hand in hand because that's how WWE.
Lana was still better.
That's how WWE seen them.
Lana was still better.
Here's the difference. Yes, Lana was better. Let me explain to you why. Lana, even though being told, no, you're not going to wrestle, no, you don't have a future as a wrestler, continued to train in her free time.
I saw
continue to learn.
Total Divas.
Continue to push and continue to ask. Lana has earned my respect because, yeah, she was just a pretty face like Eva. But the difference was that she showed more drive, more ambition, and she wants to be there for the right reason.
But she didn't stand there for like a bump on a damn log when she actually managed Rusev. She literally got involved in matches.
Exactly. And she
Eva Marie didn't do. I'm sorry, I know
Marie,
she's hot now, but she just couldn't do shit. She was
the
just a
difference
bump on a
between
log.
the two is Eva Marie looked at WWE as a stepping stone.
Yes.
Where Lana looked at WWE as a career.
Yes.
So
and
that's
for that,
why
I really praise for it.
That's why personally.
There's nothing wrong with picking Lana. She's one of my wild card picks. I had to.
Professionally.
Nothing wrong with Lana.
Ooh. Either Charlotte will win because of the reason you stated.
Yes. They better not even do the ungodly on the other one.
Or I think that or if I had to take a second guess, it'd be Natty. But I don't think they will. I think it'll be.
You don't like Sasha to have another shot? You think that maybe she thinks that
Why should she? This is my opinion. Why should they give it makes no sense to me for them to let Sasha win the briefcase so she can lose it in less time than it took her to get the belt.
Maybe, or I was just thinking if somebody was to pick her, she could actually have a reign that doesn't last, short. I honestly think it was an insult to her to win 4 times and to have it lose on the first title defense every time.
Well, somebody had to help pad that resume of Miss Charlotte.
I know, and that's why I'm actually.
And that's not Charlotte's fault.
And I'm actually happy now because she hasn't had the title in a while.
Charlotte is an accomplished wrestler.
Yes.
I don't mean to take anything from her. I'm just saying I believe that they padded it way too quickly, and that wasn't good for her.
Nope.
There should have been more gaps there, and there wasn't. And I think that's eventually gonna, if she does ever tie her dad with title reigns, that's gonna be a bad thing because they're always gonna look back to her first 4 or 5 belts.
It was actually her first 3 because number 4 reign was against Alexa Bliss, so
but
kind of phased it out a little bit.
Sasha's a no for me. Becky Lynch is a no.
Why?
Naomi is a no.
What's wrong with Naomi? Nobody ever gives her she was already a 2-time champion.
Yes, and she was great during her time, but it's not her
What about
time.
Becky? Did you not like her as champion?
Becky needs to be repackaged in my opinion.
Why?
She's just something's not right for her. But all right, moving on to the next match.
That would be, well, like I said, this is not in no particular order, but this is how they ordered it from where I'm looking at. The men's Money in the Bank match.
Okay.
Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, the stupid Miz, Rusev Day, the man, the glorious one, Bobby Roode, the prize fighter, KO, Kevin Owens, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe, and whatever damn member of the Faggoty Pancake Power punks.
Okay, well, we already know for a fact that we've been hearing rumors that, and this is the first little rumor we're going to discuss on the channel, is Big E is going to get a huge push this time.
Oh, God. They don't...
So...
No. I'm sorry. I hate the New Day. They don't deserve any more pushes.
Okay, but
they are an eyesore on television.
But yes, but we also do know that that's a rumor that they've been talking about.
Yeah, and that's a rumor I don't talk about because it's an eyesore.
Well, we have to discuss
They're a fucking eyesore. I'm sorry, they're a fucking eyesore.
Because if we don't discuss them, then people think we don't know.
Oh, I knew. I wasn't meaning that. I didn't think you'd mention it now.
But Big E will probably be the one that's picked.
No. If they had to, if any of them little fag groups have to pick one person, it'd be Kofi because he's the only one with experience. Excuse the word. I'm sorry. But yes, yeah, it'd be Kofi because he has the most experience.
Okay.
Xavier's just a midget who be kicked around the freaking thing with Francesca up his ass.
All right, let me go with picks. Personally,
sorry.
The monster, you're fine.
Oh,
the monster among men is my personal pick.
Yes.
I want Braun Strowman to win.
So you don't even have to ask me. That's the only pick for me.
Yeah.
Is Braun Strowman. There is wild card ones I got, but my main one is Braun Strowman.
Professionally, I have one for both Raw and SmackDown. If Raw is to win, professionally, I believe Kevin Owens will win the Money Bank. If SmackDown,
he's one of my choices.
If SmackDown get the briefcase, the Miz will win.
Boo! No.
Due to the fact that they're going to do this, we already know from another leaked thing is very soon Daniel Bryan and him are going to be feuding.
Let's hope. No, see,
let me
that's
tell
why
you,
I don't want no.
Let me tell you
No.
the horror story. Neither one of us like Daniel Bryan. I know. Kill us in comments down below.
There's not because of his ability.
We can take the heat from not being a Daniel Bryan fan.
But it's not his ability. It's not because of his ability.
It's not.
It's not.
But
it's because he was predicated to, and it irritates me.
Anyway.
He was not the be all end all. And damn it, I don't want him to freaking feud with Daniel Bryan when he's got that damn briefcase. Because if he gets the damn title, we'll have to see the B+ player go for another title and then get injured.
The idea is they're going to pull a Mr. Kennedy. They're going to go back and forth, and eventually Miz is going to be stupid enough to put the briefcase on the line, or be made to. And then Daniel Bryan will have the Money in the Bank briefcase. Which, we're not even going to get into that. But
don't even
professionally,
don't even scare me.
Professionally, if Raw's to win, Kevin Owens. If SmackDown, The Miz.
You're going to be surprised on mine.
Professionally, what's your choice?
Oh, I told you, be all end all, it'd be Braun Strowman for Raw. But you'll be surprised on my SmackDown pick.
Okay.
I want Samoa Joe. I want Samoa Joe because he fucking deserves it. It's about time. He's waited long enough. He's a 2-time former NXT champion, and I honestly think that either one in the WWE Championship match was to win, he'd have a phenomenal match with both of the competitors in the Money in the WWE Championship match.
If I had to, I would have to reluctantly hope that AJ retained due to the fact that we've seen Shinsuke Nakamura and Samoa Joe in WWE.
Yes, and in NXT, but we have never seen them on the main stage though, so it would still work.
It's the same product in a way.
But it could still work. It doesn't matter which. I'm just
I
saying.
would rather see a TNA thing in WWE and see if they can once again.
Oh wait a minute, you can't say TNA now. It's a taboo word. It's called Impact now.
It's TNA.
No, it's Impact Wrestling now. You can't say it's a taboo word. The
people on Canada, what the owl says.
Oh, they make it mad at you and want to try to take away our freaking want to try to take away our stuff.
Just like they did Delete.
Yeah, how'd that work? No. How'd that work? But yeah, no. And if I had my wild cards, it'd be either Kevin Owens or the glorious one, Bobby Roode.
Anyway.
Sorry, because I hate the New Day. They will not be one of my choices.
What's our next match?
And I hate the Miz. It is. Oh! The previous one we just mentioned. Last man standing for the WWE Championship. Shinsuke and AJ.
Alright, professionally. Professionally, who do you think they're going to win? Not personal, professionally.
Like again, this is another one from the SmackDown tag match. I personally don't care who wins. I love AJ Styles and I love Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't care if he's a bad guy. Yeah, it kind of irritates me a little bit that they had to turn him heel instead of giving him the title at WrestleMania, which was bullshit. Bad booking. But I like both. AJ's the man. He's made the WWE Championship something finally after the atrocity that had it for God knows how long after last year.
All right.
But if I had to pick one but if it was personal, I don't care. Professional, Shinsuke.
All right.
And if AJ was to win, I don't care if it's Shinsuke because he's long overdue.
Yes. All right. Professionally.
He should have won last year, to be honest.
Personally, actually, we're going to go personal first for me. Personally, I want Shinsuke Nakamura to win. Now, I'm going to explain to you why it's the same for the professional thing. Once again, leaked information. Yes, cards are subject to change. We already know, unfortunately, for people who are hoping this is the end of the feud, that at Extreme Rules, Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles are facing off for a 6th time.
It's already been 5 times they've wrestled. I thought it was only 3.
No, there's 4 times. This will be the 5th on Sunday. But I believe Shinsuke Nakamura, if there's going to be a 6th match, because if you remember correctly, when they were doing the contract signing, Paige said there will be a winner. So I don't think it's going to end like the last matches have.
It can.
It can, because it could be a double.
Again, like last match.
You got to remember, Paige said there will be a winner. So I think she'll restart it if it happens. So I think professionally, my opinion is if they're going to go forward and have one more match at Extreme Rules, the only thing that makes sense to me is how do you go anywhere else besides where we're at now? The only way to continue this is if Shinsuke comes out on top and AJ Styles has to revoke his Max clause.
And one thing I'm going to reiterate, when I said bad booking a second ago, that's my bad. The bad booking was last year at SummerSlam when he lost. Who did he lose to?
The modern day.
No,
you didn't let me finish.
No.
You didn't let me finish. The modern day nothing.
There was no champion.
He's not a modern day.
He fought a nobody. And Jinder, if you're watching, I don't give a damn if you hate our comments. I have a Twitter account. Come find me. I'm not a loss for words for you. You trash Raja punk.
The funniest thing about Jinder Mahal is he's the modern day Maharaja.
Don't ever refer
Billed
to that.
from India. Heads up, he's from Canada.
Is he really?
Yes. He's really a Canadian.
Well, that kind of puts the stinker in El Generico being from Canada, too.
You know? It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, by the way.
How could you suck so bad coming from the land of William Shatner?
No. The land of Captain Kirk.
All right, I'll give you that. Well, you can't say no. We can't say that because the Captain Kirk character grew up in Ohio.
So it's still the land of Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk is immortal. He can go wherever he wants, and we know, but nobody will judge.
Anyway,
it's like Godzilla. If it was said Godzilla's in America, nobody will judge because it's Godzilla.
Moving on.
Here's one that I've really not heard much for you to do. The Raw Women's Championship, Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey.
Okay,
this is the match that I really have not had your actual opinion on.
My turn to go first. Professionally, there's been leaks that Ronda Rousey has invited a bunch of her friends to the front row. So professionally, I think it's going to be a complete squash, and I think that Ronda's going to beat her in less than a minute.
That's kind of the feeling, but I don't know.
Personally, it's his thing. I don't care either way.
Do you like Ronda?
I like Ronda.
Did you like her performance at WrestleMania?
She surprised the shit out of me. She did. I thought she was going to have a lot of work, and bravo to Natalya for getting her in such phenomenal ring shape. And not to say that she was ever out of shape. I'm saying there's a big difference between, professional wrestling and MMA. A big difference, big learning curve.
Let's ask Ken Shamrock.
Yeah.
The man that originated UFC, that was back when it was good, not Paddock. White.
I'm never getting to him. Long story short,
Mr. Vince McMahon of the Ultimate.
I don't care personally either way.
I'm a little bit different. I have a personal one.
Nia has earned her reign. She has. And Ronda, I like you, and I knew that you getting the title is inevitable. It's going to happen one way.
I didn't think it'd be so quick, though.
A
lot of people have been dogging her because it's only her first singles match.
All right, your professional pick.
Ronda Rousey. Nothing against Nia Jax. I'm going to admit it. I have been in love with Ronda Rousey since the first time I laid eyes on her in UFC.
Right.
I know she's married. I don't care. That woman is absolutely gorgeous, and I knew that she was truly a bad son of a bitch.
Personally.
Ronda Rousey.
Same again. Okay.
No, personally, Ronda Rousey. Professionally, I don't really care. It's a toss-up because I still love Nia Jax regardless. Nia's a freaking beast. She's going to go a long way in this industry.
All right.
She can even go to SmackDown and be champion.
Okay.
It'd be perfect. But personally, I want Ronda Rousey to win because Ronda's the man. And Ronda's the man in the terms, and she's the shit. She is truly the baddest woman on the planet. And she had a perfect partner in WrestleMania in the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle.
Could have been more better if Rock would have got off of Hollywood.
I know. Oh! The SmackDown Women's Championship, Carmella versus Asuka.
You go first.
Oh, yeah, that was easy. You pretty much know what my pick is. I'm picking Asuka. That's based upon why I said the SmackDown Women's Championship match should be first. If Asuka wins, I'm pretty sure to go let Charlotte win so we can get the WrestleMania rematch that we got. By the way, what was your partake of that WrestleMania match when Asuka lost?
I was mad.
Really? I was okay with it because it wasn't Undertaker.
I didn't have a problem with Charlotte being the one to break it. That wasn't my problem. My problem is I believe that they could have went the Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan way. I believe that they could have had Charlotte hit natural selection,
Which I think she did.
okay, I'm saying for a final time, and she cover Asuka, and as the 3 hit, she kick out, and the ref say, "I'm sorry, Asuka, it was 3." And it'd be that close, and then Asuka, shake her hand and say, "You were this much better than me."
Well, I understand it. I thought it made more sense with her tapping out.
Tapping out, it did something. It took something away. Because literally Asuka was giving up her undefeated streak, and that's something that the Asuka we knew prior to that would never
Well, you've never been inside of the version of the figure 8. I mean, shit, it may hurt, and it may have done that. She seemed okay with it when it came to that. There's a difference between, they'll be like, "Oh, really, you didn't like Undertaker Brock?" Yeah, because I knew who was behind that streak. I knew who was behind it. This one, it looked like it was played out perfect. Brock and Undertaker, that was not played out right. It was played for Undertaker to beat Brock.
No.
It was due. Undertaker was due, and you know it.
No, it wasn't.
But what did they give me? Oh yeah, they give me something, all right. They give me something I don't want to talk about.
What you were due was supposed to be the longest Undertaker match of all time at WrestleMania, and since the Undertaker has stayed past his body's welcome, and that's not necessarily all his fault.
He's actually getting way better ring shape now.
Better, but I'm saying he stayed and he.
Well, because he actually got rested. He should have had before 29.
He should have took 2 or 3 years off.
28 should have been the year. No, I think he should have taken a year off and came at 30. I honestly think he should have wrestled at 30, but not Brock. I think they should have had Brock the Universal Champion first.
Long story short, that's how you feel about it.
I just wanted your opinion. I never did really ask you how you felt about when Asuka lost. I want to see a rematch, and I think it's going to be way better than the first.
And I think Asuka needs to win.
Yeah, I think that may happen, yes.
So they can have a rubber match eventually down the road.
Yes, and then Charlotte could either win or then it could be a toss-up.
Yeah.
Because they each have won.
But my choice, personally, I want Asuka to win the belt.
I don't like Carmella. She's stupid.
Professionally, I don't think, unfortunately for Asuka, I don't think Carmella's reign's over yet. There's a reason they had her, in my opinion, be the longest person to wait with the Money in the Bank ever.
It's not the longest person.
Yes, she
Seth
is.
Rollins is.
No, he's not. Look it up. She won. She won, which was unfortunate.
Yeah, only because she had help.
Oh yeah. Do we need to talk about the fact that he's rumored to be here?
Oh.
They're thinking about bringing back that guy for this for a surprise at Money in the Bank, just as a joke.
What guy?
We're gonna do this to me live all over.
Oh God, no, 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 no! We're not bringing that pip. No, that pipsqueak better not return.
The guy who lost the chin.
That pipsqueak better not even come back.
It's a rumor. You can look it up.
I know what the rumor is. It better not return.
Anyway, that's my picks. Moving on. What's the next one after that? I know what it is. I'll bring it up.
Oh boy.
Roman Reigns.
It's the Trasharaja versus the Human Garbage Disposal.
Hey,
and Fruity Pebble 2.0.
Okay, so it's not giving the respect it deserves. It's John Cena 2.0.
Garbage.
Okay, so it is Jinder Mahal versus Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, professionally, Roman Reigns is going to destroy Jinder Mahal. Personally, I could care less. Thank you, WWE, for giving me a bathroom break during the pay-per-view. This match doesn't concern me at all. Now listen, personally, I don't know Jinder Mahal. I don't know Roman Reigns.
We don't want to, but that's
I don't want to,
but
here's the thing. For personally, you could be good people. Professionally, your gimmick sucks.
The only time
Neither
Roman's
one of you
working
have
that.
much
The only time Roman.
Let me say this though. Let me say one thing, whether he agrees with me or not. Here is the sad thing. Here's the sad thing that I have to say here. Jinder Mahal proved more to me as WWE champion that Roman Reigns ever
Nah, I
has.
really am going to sleep. Now I'm going to have your head examined. After this goes off the air, I'm going to take you to the nearest hospital, and I'm going to have you done for a brain scan.
They both suck. But at the same time, I looked at, I could look at Jinder Mahal.
I'm sorry, I'm starting to doze myself. It's getting boring.
All right. But let me make this quick for you. I looked at Jinder Mahal and said,
Sucks. Garbage. Dummy.
I see W title on him, and I go,
Oh,
oh man,
have a champion.
who the hell did you screw over to get that belt?
Oh, it's easy. He's a 70-year-old man that bends over on the desk for Roman and John.
No. I didn't feel the same way about that. I looked at it and was like, who'd you steal that from? But Roman, when he gets that belt, it's like, no, just no.
The only time Roman's worth it, damn, is when he's in the group with with what I used to call the three pussies with Dean and Seth.
Roman is supposed to be the savior, the next John Cena. Yeah. Wake up, Vince. For the last 4 years to 5 years, and he'll say longer, but the last 4 or 5 years of John Cena and
15
has been terrible.
15.
It's just been
every bit of it.
It's been miserable. Now,
considering the fact that he's got something that I won't claim.
Why would you want to make another one? I get it. He sold a lot of merchandise.
Oh, I know why he wants him. And I'm sorry that I'm going to have to do this. I know why he wants him to have another one. So he can insert more drugs in his freaking veins. Hulk Hogan did it. Why can't Roman Reigns do it? No disrespect to the Hulkster. Love him to death. But Roman Reigns got caught with drugs.
Listen, I don't take any... I don't hurt about that. The difference is...
No, I wasn't being insulting to the Hulkster. The Hulkster's the man.
Hulk Hogan admitted to it.
Yeah. The Hulkster's the man. I'm not insulting the Hulkster.
The best we get out of Roman Reigns is, I own it. And I'm sorry.
Yeah, you don't
own what? What did you do? What are you sorry for?
What's your excuse for getting caught twice?
No.
What's your excuse for getting caught twice?
What's the BB's excuse for covering for him with his most recent allegations?
Oh, whoa, really? I didn't know about this.
You didn't know about that.
No, this one got past me.
I believe that's true for one reason.
This one got past me. What is it?
I think WWE actually swept it under the rug.
Of course they do. Like many times Randy Orton got caught.
But there was a guy that was literally, prior to Mania, claiming to have evidence and was going to bring it out on a Friday. Now, his YouTube didn't get deleted, his Twitter didn't get deleted, but he just all at once recanted. All at once. But now he's got plenty of money for legal fees and everything else. WWE bought him off. That's simple.
Well, explain
and
to
I
me what he
think that
had.
is also the reason that Roman actually got screwed at Mania. I think that they looked at the proof, seen it, and had to second guess their decision. So that's how I feel about it. It doesn't matter. Personally, I don't.
Well, man, what evidence did he supposedly have?
That he was a long-time steroid supplier of Roman Reigns.
That doesn't surprise me. He's always been a no-good lying bastard.
Let me give you the excuse the guy gave.
I bet John Cena's got one too.
The guy backed up. The guy said Roman Reigns. The guy said Roman Reigns' actual name. I don't remember it now, but
I can look it up real quick.
He described Roman Reigns in detail, right? And then 2 weeks later, after he hadn't released his footage, and now he's got money for all this other stuff, out of nowhere, he recants his story and says that he got Roman Reigns after naming him by ring name, by real name, and describing him physically. Then he recants and says, oh, he got him mixed up with the superstar Luther Reigns. And I'm like, they don't look anything alike.
Nope. I can even draw a picture of that crap. That's the guy that used to run with Kurt Angle back in early like 2003 in SmackDown. Yeah, of course he's a steroid abuser. Why wouldn't that surprise me? Oh, the next one you may have fun out of, but you have mainly hit or miss mine. Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn.
I could care less. Bobby Lashley is being mishandled.
How?
The smile, man. The smile.
You said the same thing about Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews' smile bugs me on the mental level. No one has ever that happy.
No, the one that bugged me on the mental level was DDP's smile.
That was a Vince McMahon knife to WWE ribs.
Technically, the character was cool, but that smile
DDP never did that crap where he was really DDP.
You still hate that character?
Alright.
What's wrong with the positively DDP, the positivity and doing good.
And
And,
everybody who said that DDP never had a chance against Undertaker, just remember that DDP, in his prime, gave Goldberg one of the longest runs for his money during the undefeated streak.
yes, but we all know what happened when Diamond Cutter met the Last Ride. The Last Ride won.
Yeah, because it's WWE. Nothing new there.
Still makes excuses.
Coming from the man who picked him in the
But
backyard.
we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
It's easy to throw shade. It ain't easy to take it, is it?
That's not throwing shade. I thought the Brothers of Destruction were the better team. If DDP had a better partner than fucking Kane,
Who
you'd
the
make
hell
it
is he going to have?
Bam Bam Bigelow.
No.
Bam Bam would have came. Bam Bam would have came.
We're getting off subject.
So I
Apollo,
understand.
I'm all right.
Bobby and Sammy.
Bobby Lashley, professionally,
Or the Destroyer, Bobby Lashley, I might
professionally,
add.
they're going to let Bobby Lashley win. Personally, I don't care either way.
Why? Don't you just love the dancing luchador from Canada?
Okay, fine. You dug it out of me. Personally, I hope it's another big man destroys high fly.
Now, what is wrong with the luchador from Canada? The generic luchador from Canada.
Okay, he likes to see this, and he said some choice nicknames. So let me give you my choice nickname for El Generico, aka Sami Zayn. And it's Captain Save-A-Ho. And every time you come out, and people go, why
Don't you love his bad guy gimmick?
People come out and said, why do you call him that? Let me tell you why. Kevin Owens never needed anybody.
Yes, he did.
to do
They were
anything.
3-time tag team champions on the independent circuit. Look it up.
He never needed anybody in a single run. Okay? And then all of a sudden, he needs Sami Zayn to help him beat Shane McMahon.
Because Shane McMahon was going to put him through a table, and Sammy being Kevin's
Kevin
friend,
Owens doesn't
did a
need,
different
Kevin
thing.
Owens doesn't need anybody's help to beat Shane McMahon.
He wouldn't have moved out the way. He was already exhausted.
He would've.
So Sammy gave him a little hand. There's
No.
nothing wrong with giving a friend a hand.
It's just so stupid. So every time Sammy came out, he was saving a horrible version of Kevin Owens.
The same way that Jericho was,
thus
too.
the nickname started Captain Save-A-Ho. But I don't care anyway. But you? Who do you think?
Bobby Lashley.
Personally or professionally?
A little bit of both, but I kind of hope that Sammy shocks the world and shuts you up.
He ain't going to.
Oh, kind of like how I did at WrestleMania last year at 33. Ran your mouth on the Kingslayer all that time saying he couldn't do nothing, and I shut you up when he put that pedigree on Hunter and beat him 1, 2, 3.
Of course, it's very simple. You are right. You won. Just remember, if Hunter would have remembered the golden shovel that he possesses, your boy would have been back to irrelevance.
No, he doesn't have a
Let's
golden
have
shovel.
a fucking list.
He doesn't have a
of people
golden
he
shovel.
put under him.
No, he doesn't have a golden
Scott
shovel.
Steiner's WWE run.
No. Let me
Sting's
rephrase this.
WWE run.
Let me rephrase what I'm saying. He doesn't have a golden shovel. He has a WCW golden shovel.
Oh, he has a golden shovel.
No, he's never buried anybody that's not in WCW. Name one.
And that ain't people he's fucking buried that he didn't agree with.
Like who?
You go back to the era with DX, or when him and Shawn were together. The multiple superstars that we don't think they're got it cut out, and then they were just gone.
Name one person that did that too. If it
now,
wasn't for Triple H, The Rock wouldn't be where he's at. When he was in the Nation.
Rock was destined for greatness.
So was Hunter.
Yes, but he has a golden shovel. Moving on.
The Intercontinental Championship match, the Kingslayer himself, Seth Rollins versus Elias Sampson.
Ooh.
Fuck the first name crap is Elias Sampson.
Oh.
It's gonna be Seth.
Ooh. All right. Personally, I could care less.
Why?
Either way.
Are you still not on the bandwagon of the Kingslayer? Are you still mad at his original run with the Authority, where he killed the 3 pussies once and for all?
I'm just never going to be on the wrong thing. Ability, he's an amazing athlete. He deserves to be in WWE. He deserves the spot he's got. He deserves the Intercontinental Championship, yes. Are you happy? I just don't have to be a fan, because here's one thing that a lot of people don't get. This is one thing that's a certain somebody who likes to throw podcasts out there don't get. As fans, we have the right to cheer who we want.
What podcast are you referring to?
You know.
No, I don't.
He just recently moved home to podcasts.
Oh. Oh,
The
that
one who
dumb
shall
shit.
not be named.
Oh,
Anyway, we have the right
he
to
knows
move
me.
on. We have
Hey,
the-
come find me on Twitter. I got more to say to you too.
You have to unblock you first, you know.
No, he had me blocked on Twitter. I can still see what he says.
But no,
11 hours he had me blocked on Twitter because he's a freaking baby. Come find me. I'm still on there.
moving through this. Personally, I don't care. Professionally, I think because of Elias's following, they're going to put the belt on Elias. A lot of women like him. A lot of men like him. He's got a huge following. That I don't know where it came from. I don't like the edited gimmick. I like the NXT gimmick.
You do?
I don't like how they edited it for WWE.
Why?
It just doesn't make.
I never liked him in NXT. He's a joke.
He's decent.
No.
Let's just remember one thing. There is one good thing about Mr. Elias.
But he's annoying. He
That
sucks.
we
He's
have,
like the New Day.
we have one person finally who looks the part of being a wrestler and swings a guitar.
Yeah, it was a honky tonk man that could do that.
No, he was just fat man.
No, he wasn't fat back in his prime.
He was fat back in his prime. Most wrestlers back in their prime, back in those days.
And
were
we
fat.
don't talk, and please, for the love of Jesus, don't ever use that. Don't ever use the other one as an example in my presence ever again.
Well, the other one wouldn't be anything today. He'd be on 205.
The second one was second one was New Jack that could swing a guitar.
He'd be on 205 too.
No, he wouldn't, because New Jack's not a cruiserweight. And you're just mad because Enzo Amore made 205 Live something again when he was in WWE.
Until he got released.
Yeah, over something that I don't believe happened.
It didn't happen. That was proved. But still, at the same time, they don't take any chances. And you know what? I can't sit there and say I'm upset that they let go of Enzo Amore over allegations like that when I have to sit there and swallow the pill that Hulk Hogan is still gone.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a show on that, by the way.
Over something that was leaked, that was said in private.
Yep. But I hate Elias.
Something that he apologized for. You know, if in this world you're judged by your very lowest moment in life, we would never get anywhere. But that is exactly what is happening.
They say that the whole reason they're not bringing him back is because they're worried about their sponsors. I remember the Attitude Era when they didn't give a shit about their sponsors.
I can believe that because they changed the Mae Young Classic to just a.
You mean the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal? Because of allegations of her coming out.
Yeah.
Now, those may be true.
Well, still, it doesn't matter. You're either going to pay tribute to somebody or not. You do your adequate research before you do something. And you got to make your choice. Don't backpedal. Have a backbone.
Look what they did to Superfly Stuka.
You got a backbone to keep shoving Roman Reigns down our throats.
And John Cena.
And John Cena.
And the New Day.
Have a backbone and commit to something.
Yep. And then,
you know, I want to touch on the Roman Reigns thing. There's a rumor going around that he's going to get another shot at fucking Brock.
No.
If you give him another shot against Brock for that damn belt, just put the belt on him then. And get it over with. If you don't, and you let Brock beat him again, don't you ever let him fight for that belt again. Ever. Because if Brock beats him again, there's no way you can legitimately make me believe, him believe, anybody believe that Roman Reigns is Universal title worthy.
No.
Ever.
He was not even WWE Championship worthy. Are you kidding me?
But no, guys, I think that's the whole show. If I remember
No,
correctly.
there's one more.
One more.
There's one more match, but I didn't get my predictions about who I wanted. I want Seth Rollins because Elias is just a fucking eyesore like the New Day. He's annoying, stupid, and dumb.
Okay,
and Seth Rollins is going to give him a freaking King's Landing and a curb stomp, and we'll still have an Intercontinental Champion.
It's actually called the Stomp.
I don't give a damn what it's called. It's called a curb stomp in my view. Forever will be. It should have been taken from him. Don't judge me.
I just started with you. What's the last one?
It is Big Cass versus the other eyesore professional wrestling, Daniel Bryan.
Oh, P-break number 2.
Really?
Yes. What we
You
have
know,
here,
all them Daniel Bryan
what we
fans
have
in the
here-
Yes Movement are going to freaking
what we
hate you
have
for
here
this.
is the B-plus player versus default wrestler 1.
Well, you don't like Big Cass?
That is how I refer to Big Cass.
Big Cass is awesome.
Big Cass is 7 foot tall, and that's all he's got going
And you
for him.
can't teach that.
You're right. Go on WWE 2K18 when it comes out. There's a cheap plug for the new game coming out.
2K19, dummy.
Whatever the hell it is, it's coming out in 2K.
2K19, dummy.
I don't give a shit. I don't play that crap anymore. It's been shit since they left that SmackDown vs. Raw.
No, they did not. 2K16 was the best, and so was 2K18.
There you go.
I swear to God, you don't make 2K Sports cry in your Johnny cakes.
Well, they meant not to. You gotta remember what THQ did to make it great.
Yeah, like the attitude, like the WWE Attitude game back on PlayStation 1.
Now, no, it's Default Wrestlers 1
Big Cass is awesome.
versus Let's Better.
No,
When I say
no,
Default
no, no,
Wrestler, look at Big Cass. Listen to his music. Look at his generic ass entrance. Listen to his generic ass promo. What you see there is if you went on one of the wrestling games, you pumped your height up to 7 foot tall, and you put long hair on it, and you left the entrance as default 1, you left the music as default 1, and you didn't pick, and you let the timer run out, and let the computer pick what you said during the promos. That is why he is the most generic default wrestler ever. He is not a good
Well,
man.
when you don't have a plug like Enzo Amore, it's kind of hard.
No, here's the thing. They should have repackaged him and waited till Brock left. We know Brock's leaving soon.
Oh, the absentee champion. Yeah, I'm glad you finally mentioned that, Punk.
Renew Paul Heyman's fucking contract.
Paul Heyman's awesome.
Renew it. Bring fucking Cass back. Don't let him talk at all. Number one, he needs a lot more facial hair. He looks like he's fucking 12 years old. Okay, he needs a scruffier look. And
Doesn't Daniel already have that?
I didn't say he looked like a goat. I said scruffier look. You know, and
we're gonna get so much heat for the Daniel Bryan insult.
And have Paul Heyman be his mouthpiece. That's a.
Quite frankly, I think you should have Paul Heyman as your manager. You like him so much, and you've enjoyed his company all the years he's been on TV.
No. No, the only time that I really thoroughly enjoyed listening to Lesnar, Paul talk about Brock is whenever he beats Roman. Those are enjoyable promos. Or when Lesnar was out there and Heath Slater interrupted him. And Heyman was like, I'm trying to save your ass. I don't know what's enjoyable moments.
But why is it, okay, explain to the audience here why you hate Daniel Bryan.
He was force-fed because he got a lot of momentum all of a sudden, and they canceled current plans just to make the majority happy. Now, that's a good thing, because the WWE listened to us. What happens when you listen to the WWE Universe all the time? You put all your eggs in one basket. What happens when that basket fails? Twice. WWE product fails badly. And
was you happy when he came out of retirement? Be honest and don't be heartless, because I wasn't. I'm not a fan of him personally, but I was actually happy when he came back.
Personally, I was like, oh great. Here he goes. Personally, I didn't care either way. I guess I was happy for him.
I liked it because he fucking fought his way there. Now that gets paid something to fight for in case she can come back.
One day. But that's for sure. That is actually the end of it. What's your take on that, real quick, on the Daniel Bryan one?
Big Cass gonna kick his head off.
Okay.
Big Cass gonna beat him is gonna beat the goat face ugly off of him.
All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this show.
All right,
we went a little longer than we expected. Sorry for the long breath of version. If you want to go down below, I will try to do a detailed description of each of our picks in the description. If you want to have a more condensed version. Once again, thank you for joining us on this first predictions video, and I want to give you a little snippet of what's coming next week. I think our very first product our very first off subject we're going to talk about is all these rumors regarding the new tier systems in the WWE network.
Oh, you mean they're actually going to think about doing that shit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I even got the email hint of what that is.
I even got the email myself. Well, we'll have to wait for the next video. But